Alright guys, this is the first video on our channel. It's a 20k OP squad builder. Just two guys here, I hope you like it.
Alright lads, let's kick things off with Leno in net, the German goalkeeper. He stands at 6'3" and he's only worth 500 coins. He's very acrobatic for his size, although it says traditional, he's very acrobatic. He can easily stop corners and easily stop the top corner and bottom corner shots, and in my opinion, just a cheap Neuer.
Alright, Kershaw from Schalke instead of buying Munich, because it's 5k cheaper and the stats are exactly the same. He's 6'5", so he can score headers off corners, and as well, he can also stop the chipping balls with his head. Felipe Santana paired up with him, he's perfect. He can head, he can run, and he can tackle. What more would you want for a centre back that's 1k?
Then moving on to the left back, we picked ourselves up Janssen, another German player, another player that's 6'3", so the defence is quite tall. He again is only worth something like 700 coins, and he likes to push up and get shots and crosses into the strikers. The right back then is Rafinha. I'm not too keen on him. I think he pushes up far too much, and when he does push up, he's just really not very strong, really not very good, and can't provide the strikers with anything decent.
Moving on to the first centre mid, it is Jones from Schalke. This guy's around about 7,000 coins, and we didn't really like him compared to Ramos or Draxler, as you'll see now. He's not very good. He's more defensive, and we didn't really see anything with him. Draxler he can tackle a little bit. He's not very good at that, but he can pass, he can shoot, and he can dribble, and that's really all we got him for. Jones, as I've already said, he's just not very good, especially for that price. It's just too much.
Right, moving on to Ramos then, the final centre mid. He's got 85 pace. We did convert him from a striker to centre mid just to keep things fresh and new. And in my opinion, was just a very good centre mid all around with strength and shooting. Son then, you probably all used him. A 5-star weak foot, and he's standing at 6 foot. He's a very strong and very acrobatic player and scores a lot of goals.
Alright, the first striker is Jackson Martinez. This guy's got himself a team this season. He's played well in real life and he's played well for me on this game. I liked him quite a lot, but compared to Mehmet Juve, I prefer Mehmet Juve over Martinez, because Juve can run, he can shoot, and he can head really nicely. Martinez can run a bit, he can shoot, and he can head, but he just doesn't compare to Mehmet Juve.
So the goalkeeper, Leno, I think he's, like I said before, he's like a cheap Neuer. He's very, very, very good at stopping the top corner and the bottom corner shots, and I would recommend picking him up. Say he's only 500 coin, he's definitely worth the price. And in my opinion, he has got one downfall, which is sometimes he uses his feet a bit too much, a bit like David De Gea in real life. But because he's only 500 coins, you can let him off, and he's just really good for his price.
The first centre back is Kershaw, as I already said, 5k cheaper, Schalke, Bayern Munich. This guy is 6'5", as I've already said. He can tackle, he can run a bit, but for a silver player, I think for a silver player, like I just said, he's really good, but not compared to Felipe Santana.
Yeah, so Felipe Santana, you probably all used him. He's got strength, he's got pace, he's got tackling, he's got heading. He's just an all-around really good centre back. He does play well in real life, and he plays very well in the game. His pace really mainly says it all, as on EA love pace, and Felipe Santana's got a lot of it.
Moving on to the left back, that's Marcel Janssen. He's 6 foot something, 6'3", which for a left back is really tall, but he's quite fast and his pace makes up for that height. He's really strong, he can tackle, and he swings it in for Martinez and Juve to win headers, so I quite like this guy.
So the right back, as I already said, we're not too keen on him. He pushes up far too much. He's 5'7", but size doesn't really say it all. In my opinion, he's just not a very well-structured player. I think if he was a bit taller possibly and a bit more strength, he would be a decent player. But when he pushes forward, he loses the ball to strength far too easily. A lot of you probably do disagree with us, but I mean, in my opinion, I would just rather pick Piszczek up for like an extra 500 or 1,000 coins if you've got the money. So then moving on to the other centre mids, we have
Draxler. This guy's like a god on FIFA. He doesn't have an inform card, so he's not played that well in real life. But on FIFA, a lot of you have got him in your sweat teams. This guy is sick. He scores pretty good goals, to be fair to him. He can pass and he can dribble, as I've already said. What's not to like about that?
Alright, moving on to the mainly defensive centre mid, which is Jones. We picked him up for 7.7k in an architecture chemistry style. I almost got the wrong words there, sorry about that. Like we said, he's more a defensive player. We didn't really see too much of him. I don't think he's worth 7.7k, to be fair. For a non-rare card like that, I just don't think it's worth the money, and I'd just pick up someone like Gundogan, or even just a different non-rare centre mid that's like 10k, 7k cheaper.
Alright, and the last centre mid is Ramos from Hertha BSC. Yeah, BSC. This guy's just scored a long shot for us, as you've seen on screen. He's really good. I mean, I reckon we're going to test out his inform in striker, because I liked him that much. And he scores quite a lot, to be fair to him. Moving on to our cam, we've got ourselves
Son. Son was a great cam. You probably all used him in these sweat squads like Draxler. He's really cheap. He's only worth like a K and a half at the most. And he picks up a lot of goals. He's got very good strength, and because he's quite tall, he can win headers. And he's got a 5-star weak foot as well. So that comes in really handy when you have like long shots or even short shots and it's on his wrong side of the foot. In my opinion, he's a really good player. I would recommend picking him up for any squad that on any Bundesliga or South Korea squad that you do use. And like I said before, you probably all use him, so you probably all know him and something about him.
Alright, moving on to my favourite striker in the squad is Mehmet. This guy, he can run with 88 pace, and he's got 84 heading. How does he have 84 heading? Because he just seems so small compared to the centre-backs, but he just climbs and heads it into the net. He's got a really powerful shot, which sometimes makes keepers make mistakes or parries it when it's like dead at them, and you can't catch it, so you've got to get a corner. And with the centre-backs, you will score the corner. So moving on to our last striker of the day, it is
Jackson Martinez from Colombia, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And then he's got pace. Again, you probably all use him. He's picked himself up a team of season card, which I would love to try. He seems like a very good card, and his normal card is really good as well. So I do recommend picking him up, and he's really cheap for what he is. Alright guys, this has been the end of this video.
Alright, just please leave a like, a subscribe, comment if you have anything to say, some feedback on this video, and peace.
Bye.